30 years old and dead broke. This is the path I'm seeing many people my age go down. What's going on, everybody? Today, we're going to be talking about how to go broke. There's so many videos on YouTube on how to not be broke. In fact, I've made a couple on my channel as well. So, today I thought I'd switch it up and kind of just go over what I see a lot of people going towards. 30, 35 years old and just absolutely dead broke. So I was reflecting the other day, and it came to my realization that I've been an adult now for 8 going on 9 years later this year. And I made a lot of, I guess, big decisions during this time of me being an adult. But I feel like the biggest decisions and the most costly decisions that I have made have been financial decisions. I would say that I'm lucky in the sense that when I was 18, 19 years old, I read a couple books that basically talked about that you need to get your finances together when you're young. You need to manage your money and you need to live below your means. I have seen a lot of people my age recently that I can tell they don't spend their money smartly. They're not saving money and they're definitely not investing their money. Now, to get right into this video, I'm not going to talk about college or taking out student loans or any of that. I've talked about that enough, I feel like, so I don't really want to harp on that anymore. Instead, I kind of want to talk to the people that are in their mid 20s, their late 20s, the people that are heading towards 30, and they're just coming to the realization that they're broke going into their 30s. Now, the very first thing that I see too many people spend a crap ton of money on is cars. Say you make 2,500 bucks a month and you want a speed run going broke as quick as possible. The very first thing I would recommend is going and leasing yourself a nice 2025 car. You know, a nice Kia Soul or whatever. But make sure your car payment's 500 and something dollars a month. We'll keep it at 500 for the sake of this video. So your monthly bill for your car is 500 bucks a month. Maybe insurance is another 50, so 550 a month for your transportation. Now, next thing you need is a place to stay. You can go rent the $700 a month, one bedroom, one bathroom apartment in the apartment complex down the road. But no, you want something a little bit nicer. You want 2 bedrooms, you want a nice big bathroom and a shower that has one of those like rainforest shower heads in it. So you make the decision to go pay $1,200 a month at one of the luxury apartments further down the road. This apartment is in the same area as the $700 apartment, but you just wanted a little bit more luxury. So now, between your car payment and your monthly rent, you're paying $1,750 a month just for your transportation and your rent. So now that you have this nice apartment, it also comes with a pretty big fridge. You don't want to look broke by not having anything in your fridge, so you pay $500 a month to make sure your fridge is nice and stocked up. This $500 a month is groceries. So you could go the cheaper route and shop at an Aldi or go shop in bulk at a Costco, but you want to go to the Heinen's or the nice upscale food grocery store that's right around the corner. So you go there, you spend 500 bucks a month in groceries to keep your nice big old fridge stocked. So now between your car payment, your monthly rent, and groceries of $500, that is already $2,250. And you're only bringing in 2,500 bucks a month. Now, your friends are calling you over the course of the weekend and they want to go out. You live in a nice area, you have a nice apartment, so they want to stay at your place. So they come over, you guys get some pre-game drinks, and you guys go out. You have to pay for the Uber, you have to pay for drinks at the bar, and you do this 2, 3 times a month. 2 or 3 nights out in a month. What do you think that would cost you? For the sake of the video, I'm going to say $250. If you add in that $250 to the rest of your monthly expenses, which are just your transportation without gas, your monthly rent, and your monthly groceries, without even including fast food, that's 2,500 bucks. And you're only bringing in 2,500 bucks right now per month. So what happens when you want to go out and get some fast food a couple nights out of the week? Or you have other monthly expenses like gas or whatever may pop up. How do you pay for that? Oh, you put it on a credit card. And most credit cards are 20-something% interest. So you're not going to be able to pay that off next month or the month after that. or probably within a year. So that interest on that credit card is going to start eating away at you very slowly, and it's going to start snowballing into a very high amount of a credit card payment that you have to end up paying. Now, you feel like you can't afford to live. So you ask your boss for a raise. So instead of making 2,500 a month, you're now making 3,000 a month. That extra 500 you should be putting towards your credit card and making sure you don't get into crippling debt now. And then within the course of maybe a year, you can actually start saving some of that money. But again, no. You make another bad financial decision, and it's this time it's called lifestyle inflation. This happens when you get a raise at work and you feel like you can start living a fancier lifestyle than you were before. So the cycle of not being able to get ahead and feeling like you're in debt all the time continues year after year. You get a little bit of a raise, but then your lifestyle ends up inflating and you end up spending all that money from the raise. And before you know it, you're 29 going on 30 years old, and you have zero money in your savings account. You're living paycheck to paycheck, absolutely no assets to your name, and you have a couple of credit cards that have some debt on them. Unfortunately, this is what happens to the majority of Americans. The majority of Americans end up hitting the age of 30 years old, and they're just in debt, they have no assets, and they're broke. If you heard my scenario in the beginning of this video and you feel like that may be you, or you feel like you're in a similar situation, then just understand that it's not too late to turn your life around. If you're in your 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, and you feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck with no assets to your name, no savings, and you just kind of feel broke like the scenario I was describing, it's not too late for you. You can sell that car, get out of that car payment, go buy a car in cash, a nice little beater car, and drive it for a few years. Just doing that alone will end up saving you hundreds of dollars a month, not only in not having a car payment, but your insurance for your car. Truthfully, I also do not believe that you being broke is a money problem. I think that's a you problem. If you make 3 grand a month and you're broke and you don't have money left over at the end of every month, it doesn't matter how much money you make. If you make 10 grand a month, 15 grand a month, you'll be in the same position as you are 3 grand a month. The earlier in life that you can actually understand this, and the earlier in life that you can start playing defense with your money so you don't spend it, the better you're going to be in your future. But unfortunately, like I said, the majority of people in this country never come to this realization, and they just end up living paycheck to paycheck and being broke every year of their life and never doing anything to fix it. The last thing that I want to touch on in this video is just it's so easy to spend money. I know it's easy, you know it's easy, everybody knows how easy it is to spend money. I mean, look at DoorDash, for example. They just partnered with a pay now, buy later, or buy now, pay later plan, whatever it's called. And if you really think about that, that's horrible. If you want to DoorDash yourself a burrito from Chipotle, and you can't afford to be able to buy the burrito and have it DoorDash to you, maybe you shouldn't be DoorDashing. Maybe you shouldn't even be buying fast food. This is just another example how the everyday American is just in such bad debt and such a bad spot financially that DoorDash has to offer a buy now, pay later plan just so people buy stuff on their app. So every time you purchase something, after you purchase it, just sit back and kind of think to yourself, did I actually need this or did I want this? If it's a want, then I highly recommend you start to cut these products out of your life because they're just sucking your money. They're taking away from your future. You can buy your future by investing right now, but instead you're wasting your future by buying random wants, stuff you don't even need. I can honestly rant and ramble about how poorly people spend their money all day, but I'm going to need to cut that off now or else this video is going to be like 40 minutes long. So I hope you guys enjoyed the scenario I laid out about speed running being broke. And you guys actually change your habits if you're in your 20s going into your 30s. So while you're in your 30s, you can actually build wealth for not only you, but your family. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope you guys can take something positive from it. and leave a comment down below on your thoughts. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.